I've said this many times before, and you well know the entire foundation of the United States is built on debt. If countries stop investing in the US, that is the end of the US. And there's more details about this pattern at culturalperspective.com. The US lost $100 billion to European equity funds in the last few months. That represents a 300% increase from last year when Biden was president. Outflows directly from US equity funds doubled to $87 billion, and German foreign investment doubled to 46 billion euros. German companies are pulling money out of America, and they've done this for the last 3 straight months. The projection for 2026, $500 billion leaving the US if Trump's policies continue. This is a typical pattern, a slow decline that accelerates at the end and then sudden collapse. Europe and the rest of the world are looking at America's short term, individualist, inconsistent, unstable orientation, like Trump's tariffs that literally change every week, versus Europeans' long term, collective, structurally predictable orientation that maintains consistent, reliable trade frameworks for decades. And here's what history has in store for the United States. The British Empire lost investment confidence in the 1920s and lost global power by 1945. The Soviet Union saw capital flight in the 1980s and collapsed just 11 years later in 1991. In Argentina, investment dropped in the 1990s, destroying economic sovereignty. This is why investment is critical, because investment brings about infrastructure, jobs, and a tax base. That's government revenue. That money can be spent on the military, diplomacy, and that's what creates a global power. Any link in the chain that's broken and you weaken it, but remove the foundation, the investment, absolutely everything collapses. And that is exactly what Trump is doing. The big money, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, see, quote, huge interest in Europe. Even US companies are choosing European projects over American ones. So the question is, how fast does that $100 billion loss become a $1 trillion loss? And when does Trump's border wall become the only way to keep Americans in?